Oh my God, what? What now? Speak the deepest desire of your heart. Inside the sack, you will find what you seek. P.S. You suck. Fucker.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Hey everybody, welcome to the studio. It's your old pal, PD Beetlejuice. Great news everyone, there's a new God of War game coming out. God of War Laufey. Apparently, this has made a lot of people really upset. Why? I mean, we've spent 2 whole God of War games hacking people to death with her axe, so what's the problem? Is it because... No, that's stupid. Is it because she's a woman? That sounds ludicrous. Oh, I know. We can put that theory to the test and play a few randomly selected games featuring female protagonists. Magic sack? I guess my heart's deepest desire is video games featuring female protagonists?
50 cents? 30 cents? 20 cents. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Anything you can say, I can say softer.
Every once in a while, I play a game that feels like it was made for a different time. Now, to be clear, I'm not talking about games that are deliberately retro-inspired. Games that have a retro aesthetic or retro gameplay elements and give them a modern-day level of polish. I'm talking about games that feel underdeveloped, like the gameplay would have felt modern. 15 years ago, Unknown 9 Awakening is one of those games. You step into the role of Haruna, who, I don't know, does stuff, I guess? Honestly, I forget. Now, most of what you get here sounds pretty cool on paper. Stealth, melee combat, supernatural powers, and the ability to possess your enemies and turn them against each other.
Pretty fucking sweet, right? There's just one problem. Shitty execution.
You see, Unknown 9 tries to do all these things, but it doesn't do any of them very well. The stealth feels inconsistent. Sometimes the enemies have the visual acuity of an eagle-eyed super soldier. Other times you can crouch walk directly past them like they're fucking Mr. Magoo. So if you fancy yourself a bit of a rogue, maybe sneak past this one.
Now if you're like me and you like to take the more direct approach to problem solving, like shooting people in the face, I got good news for you. There are a lot of much better games you can play that will allow you to shoot people in the face with all kinds of exotic weaponry.
Unknown 9 limits you to melee combat supplemented by a few supernatural abilities, which is not necessarily a bad thing. The problem is Haruna is bringing a fist to a gunfight. Enemies will frequently stand there and repeatedly blast Haruna in the face, while she meekly tries to give them the old 1-2 punch, slowly chipping away at their health. It sucks. But this is where the game's most distinct and underdeveloped system comes into play. Stepping, which allows Haruna to step into the body of her enemies and take control of them in the process. This opens up all kinds of strategic options in dispatching your enemies though, right? Well, technically yes, but most of them suck. The reality is the best strategy is usually just to group enemies together and have them wail on each other. Or run them face first into an explosive barrel, with other strategies being useful only under extremely specific circumstances, are not worth the effort. This is Unknown 9's most unique and compelling gameplay system, one which could have carved out a distinct identity for the game under better circumstances.
Now you might be wondering about the story. The lore of Unknown 9 was supposed to carry a whole franchise after all, but the reality is the plot is so boring, that even though I recently completed the game, I can't really tell you what it was about.
Now, to be fair, Unknown 9 wasn't the absolute clusterfuck I thought it would be. It's just mediocre. A game that feels like it would have been decent if it was developed 15 years ago. You'll probably be able to squeeze a few drops of enjoyment out of it if you have a lot of nostalgia for that era, or you just have really low standards.
Okay, so we're not off to the best start. But you can't properly test a thesis with a sample size of 1 though, right?
Anything you can wear, I can wear better.
1348 Ex Voto is going to be hard to talk about. Not just because the game's title is a mouthful, but because I can see what the developers were trying to accomplish. They just, kind of fucked the whole thing up?
1348 Ex Voto is a medieval action game set in 14th century Italy during the Black Death. You play as Ada, a knight errant on a quest to rescue her lover Bianca.
The game has a lot to say, and not much else.
1348 touches on themes of misogyny, violence, homophobia, classism, and religious oppression, and does so at the expense of every other aspect of the game. Much of the 4 to 7 hour playtime will be spent exploring glorified hallways while Ada monologues to herself, and watching overly long cutscenes that explore the game's themes with all the subtlety of a longsword through the eye socket.
Now, it would be easy to dismiss the game as woke, but the issue here isn't the themes themselves, it's the artless and heavy-handed way the game delivers them.
Repeated references to the Sin of Eve, recurring shots of bitten apples, and didactic, overly long, poorly animated cutscenes, each one a hammer strike trying to drive the message into your skull like a fucking railroad spike. It's exhausting, and the whole game feels like a sprint from one plot point to the next.
And the gameplay doesn't fare any better. It's just so bare minimum, you know? Like, there is gameplay. Gameplay happens to you. You interact with the video entertainment program using a manually operated interface. Textured polygonal objects are rendered on screen, conveying the interactive elements of traversal, simulated combat with the antagonist, and narrative elements. It's barely a game, and squanders the most compelling aspects of video games as a storytelling medium.
1348 Ex Voto would have been more palatable as a movie. At least, it would have been shorter.
Shit, Come on.
I just move shit with my freaking mind!
Forspoken is a video game. It's a video game where you... Forspoken is a game. It's... Forspoken is game. Game.
I just move shit with my freaking mind! I just move shit with my freaking mind! I just move shit with my freaking mind!
I didn't like it.
Anything you can sing sweet.
What the fuck is wrong with this thing? Oh. Shit. Well, thanks for joining me today. You know, I think we all learned an important lesson here today. And that lesson is... And that lesson is... I'll beat you, motherfucker. Try this. Oh, magic sack. My heart's greatest desire is games with female protagonists and well-established, highly respected, and well-reviewed franchises.